I can get lemons. Like right now we have one. That's all we got. It's 12 o'clock.
So you ran out of all the ingredients for latte?
No, not at all. We changed our services. Like at a certain time of the day, we end up like switching out, and you know, I feel like a lot of people do. You can get a latte tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, one moment. Let me get my manager. Hey, what's going on? You said you want a latte. So, we have a new policy. We can't give you a latte after 12.
All right, hang on. We're going back about 10 seconds before we do that. Let's bring, sir, what was your name?
Dennis.
Dennis. You're going to do that. Oh.
That was one.
No, not for you. Get out.
So you would like to speak to the manager?
Yes, I would say that.
Okay, 1 second.
What's going on?
So we have a customer who wants a latte, and I know that
We don't serve lattes.
after 12 o'clock, like, I don't understand. This lady, she came in here nearly knocked down the
Jeremiah,
sign.
go ahead, switch it back over so we can see your face again. There you go.
This customer came in.
Go ahead and
stormed.
interact. Just go ahead and interact with her. Go ahead.
Can you talk to her?
We have a strict policy, we changed the policy around, we don't serve lattes after 12.
Okay, I don't care that I don't want a latte today.
Again, we don't serve lattes after 12.
Right. We have lemon and water.
I want a latte.
You're gonna have to come back tomorrow before 12.
But I
Get
don't
latte.
want, no, I don't want that. You know, I'm the customer, I'm right? So, I
Not
want a
today.
latte right now.
Ma'am, I think you should calm down because like you're getting wild, and I have children over here.
Drinking water, drinking water, drinking water, 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 water.
We'll throw a cookie in there.
Don't give it. That's all I can do.
Praise. Praise.
Praise.
Jeremy.
She's deaf.
Okay, okay. All right. That's good. I like it. I like it. Sharon, you come down. Good job. That was 15. June, come on up.
We still in the scene?
You are still in the scene. Sharon, replace Jeremiah.
Same scene, are we continuing or we?
We're going to change it. Yep.
She on it. Yeah, she uses more than here.
Okay.
So if you
Yeah.
talk to you, I look at it.
Forget she did say it before that. Okay, let's see.
Because hey, if they would have offered no latte, but offer, I don't know, macchiato or something, would it serve, that would have been a conflict, or that would have just been the solid?
He did that. He offered her limits.
And a cookie.
This is the new Starbucks policy.
So offering something other than what they wanted is the same thing as if you offer a cookie instead, lemon juice instead, anything other than what they want. It's one thing that your character can do. So he did do that, then he offered to get the manager. He kept escalating and kept doing what his character would do. Manager came back completely belligerent. We don't serve no lattes here. Excellent. So all of it was good, and it actually resolved too. So by the end, she just left. Yeah, I think she could have did a little more. I would have threatened to sue them on just relations grounds or whatever, but overall it was all there. All right, so I think everybody's warmed up. I'm just going to try to raise the stakes a little bit and try to distract you. There's going to be cameras around when we act. So if you see me, don't respond to me. Don't look at the camera. Just do what you're going to do. Ready to go, Jim?
So come on, people, all you have to do is step, kick, step, kick, step, kick, step. Come on, Jim. Wait, move, come on up. Okay, so what are we trying to accomplish here? What are we trying to do?
I don't know how to dance.
Well, I know you don't know how to dance, but in this instant, all you have to do is listen to what I say. So step, kick, step, kick.
Okay.
Good, you got that? That's all I do.
Okay.
What did I say?
Step and kick, step
Step, kick. Okay, so let's go. Step, kick. Come on, people, move it. Move. Listen, let's stop.
Bob, I'm telling you, if you embarrass me, I swear.
You brought me to this stupid thing. I'm doing this for you.
But if you are, do it for her. Do it for her. Because if this, remember, do it for her. Let's go. Let's go. It's okay.
Why do we gotta dance like this?
I'm gonna be you. It's okay.
Dance like that.
So let's do this. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. I've had many couples before. I need to make sure that you guys do this in the right way. Right?
Okay.
So let's go.
Here we go. All right.
Step,
Step.
kick, step, kick, step, kick, step. There we go.
Kick.
So now, did you guys feel like you accomplished something?
No.
Good.
Have you, let me ask one quick
I
question.
have 2 left feet.
I know you have 2 left
It's-
feet, but you have 2 feet. They might be left, but they can do what it is they have to do. You've got Saturday's the wedding. What are you gonna do?
Embarrass himself. What's plan B?
Not get married.
Really?
You're gonna
You
tell me,
might want to reconsider that. The man just said, in front of somebody else, he does not want to get married.
he's
He
not
can't.
even our daughter. You're not gonna be there for our daughter's wedding because you can't do the family dance? Man up. Do the family dance.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody else, just
I
family
slow
dance.
dance. I slow dance. I don't do the kick.
Let's
Let's
change that.
Let's
Let's
do
change
the
that.
Rockette stuff.
Freeze. Didn't freeze.
You're in front of us, you like this.
All right, so it's all right. You guys relax. I'm gonna reset this anyway. So, Sharon and Dennis, I want to keep you guys. You guys go ahead and take a seat. June, you have a seat. All right. June, I love that you're never at a loss for words.
Come on.
Dialogue is one of your strong suits. It is really good. The problem that can happen with that is you got to give them an opportunity to respond to what your character is doing. So it can be a little stuffy sometimes. You got to say what you're going to say. Remember, everything you do or say amounts to a single action or reaction, right? So after you do that, you've got to get a response, or you've got to let them move it to the next beat. So remember to look for beats. I'm going to bring you back up pretty soon. You guys have a kind of natural comedy that I want to see a little more of. So I'm just gonna see what happens here. Other than that, did anyone notice anything about that? What was happening? Was something missing? Out of place? Anyone want to try something different? Who liked it?
Don't you lie.
Huh? That was cool. Because I thought they were at a dancing class, but then they were at a dancing class for a reason.
Yeah.
It was for a wedding.
I like the fact that they did that you did that.
Like, you know, so it wasn't just a typical just dance class.
Yeah.
They were there for something. And that's where the argument came from. Like, you ain't gonna do it for our daughter? Like, you know.
I don't even like the guy she's married.
None of us do.
So,
Man up.
text versus subtext, right? Nothing is the way that it actually is the way on the surface. It's a dancing class, but what makes it a movie is the fact that they've got underlying issues. So remember, you've got to look for those issues. Or if you're up here creating, you need to create those issues. And if you're listening for the setup, look for those setups so that you can latch onto those issues and deepen the story and make it even more entertaining. But on the surface, it was pretty cool, pretty entertaining. All right, let's see here. We're gonna keep it at 2. Either you have an idea off the top of your head, or do you want to take something from the back here?
You want to keep it funny? Tell me what you're trying to do.
Yes. What do you want to do? Comedic or dramatic? Comedic or dramatic?
That's funny. Look, Eminem, that's,
So,
Eminem, there's only one in the back.
I got one.
All right. All right, 2-minute limit.
I want a divorce. So, you,
Wait a minute.
want a divorce.
Say it out.
Yeah.
You think you can find something better? You think there's,
How you know I haven't?
because you never leave the house. You never spend any money.
Baby, there's all kinds of online stuff. I can find all kinds of people. I mean, just look at this.
So I gotta tell you, gotta ask.
Huh?
Man, woman, or reptile?
That's for me to know, you to find out.
Lifestyle.
All right, just give you a quick note here, remember, conflict, right?
Right,
You want divorce?
yes. Now you want a divorce.
Yeah, your mother's driving me crazy.
And I'm pregnant, and you want a divorce. We're about to beat Brigitte Nelson's record for world's oldest mother. And you want a divorce. You're gonna ruin this thing. I'm telling you, I'm gonna hold the record, childbirth at 63, and you're not screwing that up. Not for a minute. Don't even think about it.
How do I know it's mine? We
Maybe
haven't had sex in months. So how do I know it's mine? Did you get on top of me while I was sleeping?
Yeah.
Don't let that go. Go ahead. Dennis, pursue that. I'll give you the 30 more seconds. Dennis, she just told you she did.
Did she?
Yes.
And you slipped through it.
You just laughed at me. Okay. Why would you do that when I'm sleeping? I don't know anything about that. Why would you get on top of me?
Because I can't tell the difference. I thought you were awake.
Okay. All right. I got you. I got you.
Okay. Got it, nice. All right, who's next?
Who's up?
Mr. Nazi.
Sharon, you stay? Domingo.
I'm
Are you observant?
Oh, yeah.
Pick one or listen or what?
Either one. You can either do your own or grab them from back. Okay, here. Remember, listening. Listening. Listen.
How you doing, officer?
Sure. And yourself, sir?
Good.
Having a fine day?
Yeah, so far so good.
That's good. That's good. Beautiful weather we're having.
Yeah.
Are you here for the parade?
No,
No.
no. I'm actually here waiting for my son.
Oh, your son in the parade?
No,
Okay.
my son is actually runs the parade.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, kind of like the coordinator City planner.
Yeah,
Seemed like a awfully young man to have an adult son.
There you go.
what?
I said, you seem like an awfully young man to have an adult son. Sorry.
I am young.
Ah. How old's your son? The city planner. Just ask. Curious.
You ask a lot of questions.
I'm a cop. That's what we do. So, yeah. Backup, suspicious character. Backup, please. What's your name? Thank you.
I gotta go set up. I think I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
I think they're ready for my act.
Okay, sir. Good luck to you.
Hey, no, sorry. Gotta pause you. You can't let him go, right?
Oh.
You're missing the opportunity for conflict.
Okay.
All right, now you just called for backup. He now
Yes.
wants to leave,
Okay.
so
Okay.
you gotta escalate this. All right, we're gonna go back about 10 seconds.
Okay. Well, hang on. So, I thought that you weren't in this, that you weren't in the parade. Subject moving.
I'm not. I'm coming right now. Hold on.
Okay, hey, all right. We'll go ahead and end it there. Domingo, you say you're gonna come down.
I messed up on this one because I had something in my head, but
Yeah, I saw you were
I didn't
driving at
position
first.
myself right.
Yeah, so that driving got lost really quickly.
I was trying to get pulled over, that's what it was, but for some reason I forgot that she was sitting. So when I looked at her, I got stuck. I was just like,
Well,
And I'm gonna figure out how I'm sitting next to.
yeah, we need to, it's not, I mean, I started it wrong. I guess I didn't give, like, I misled her.
I got you.
Pull next door in the car.
Nah, I was trying to get all over, but I forgot she was sitting, so it didn't.
All right, so just remember the opportunities for conflict that arise between citizen and cop. There are a lot to choose from, right? The thing where she brought up, you look kind of young. Was it? That you have a son or something like that? Right? Oh, what do you mean, I'm lying? That's how you get it. What did you say in response to that? Something funny.
You actually talk too much, you asked a lot of questions.
Oh, you said I am young. It was funny. But yeah, so once you have conflict, once you find a nice little seed, you want it to grow, right? You want it to escalate. You want it to progress into some kind of conflict or some kind of climax or whatever, so you can resolve the seed. So in the time limit that you have, which is 2 minutes, you want to try and have the full thing. You want to set up the character, desires, the conflict, go ahead and do the beats back and forth, but you want to resolve it by the end. The only way to resolve it is to say that something changed, right? Was there anything that was going to change in this scene? What was the most clear value at stake? Let's start with that. You're close.
He was trying to escape, get away, run away.
Freedom, right? Starts off as a free man.
Yeah.
Just minding his own business. He's there attending a parade, or his son manages the parade, according to him. That could have been not be true. But to change this, we could end up with him being arrested. Call for backup. So that's why I'm saying, don't let that go. Follow through on that. Sir, I'm going to need you to stay right there. Just stay seated. Why? What did I do? I didn't say you did anything. Just stay right there, please. No, I don't want to stay. You guys could have taken it down that direction. All right. I said, sit down, sir. I'm going to pepper spray you. So you want the conflict. You want it to reach a height that you can, whatever you can reach within 2 minutes, and then you want to resolve it. So let's try to do that in the next scene. Domingo, you're still up. Steven, come on up. I know you wanted to go up. That's why you have your head so low. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Ain't too hard.
I don't
All right.
questions I have answers to. See, I'm backpacking. And skills. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the council.
Gonna have to speak up, Steve. I'm sorry.
I understand Cronin's castle is like 50 kilometers, and I'm just so scared. I don't know what to do. I'm like, look at,
It's all,
I mean, look at this. My like, all these hairs like standing out of my body, and I'm just like totally freaked out.
sir, you wanna have,
No.
you wanna have a
So
seat?
please look,
It's about 20 miles.
look.
You have
I'm
about,
listening to you.
sir,
I'm
you
just
have,
freaked out.
sir, you have about 20 minutes before it gets dark. Once
What
it
am I
gets
gonna
dark, it won't be safe. And you seem not to be prepared. Your water container seems to be empty. You look a little dehydrated. Mind sitting down, maybe you can spend the night here?
I can't do that.
Best thing is you spend the night, then you can leave early in the morning. You leave now, who knows, you might not make it back.
I don't have my cards. I don't have bank checks.
It's all right, sir.
Yes,
Don't worry about it.
stay here,
Just take
just
your
freak me
backpack
out.
off, just take your backpack off, relax, you know? All right? Have a seat. We'll warm you up some hot tea. You like tea?
Sure.
You look a little dehydrated. When's the last time you had a meal?
10 hours ago.
Whoa. So, where are you going?
All right. Cut. Seemed like we were just about to get into the scene right about there. So it took a little warming up. So obviously we need to, I think we have a clear designer, right? What's your character want?
Survive in the castle.
He's trying to go somewhere, right? Okay? Which means just to create conflict, what do you gotta do?
Okay.
Prevent him from going somewhere, right? So you tried to do that, you said it was too far away, leave in the morning, something to that effect, right? All right, so now we know what the conflict is. You then have to continue down that path. Well, no, I gotta leave right now. Your leaving has to be more immediate, you know? And then you, in order to match him, have to come up with something else to keep him there. For what reason? Maybe he looks suspicious. Maybe he matches the description of somebody who's stealing shit in the area. You never know. You can make it up. You know, nothing that says you can't. But conflict, escalate that, so then we get some kind of interesting climax, and then we resolve the scene. So it didn't resolve because we didn't get started with conflict fast enough, but that's all right. I felt like we were headed in that direction, so that's cool. Steve, can you stay? Domingo, come down. Come on up, Christina. There you go. Again, do not pay attention to the camera. Do not look at the camera. You're just in the moment. Don't study too hard. All right, I'm gonna give you one. All right.
You're gonna give me one?
Yep, I'm gonna give you one. Let's see here. Dennis. All right. So come on up, Dennis. You and Christina, like furniture, are background extras. So you and Christina are excited to be purchasing your first home. This is the living room of the home you want. Studio. Came to see everything. All right. So now, is the person that's showing the house. Now you have an issue, don't you? Because they want to see the house, to create conflict, what are you gonna have to do? Say it in your head. There you go. Now do it. Okay. So you guys just knock on the door, he will answer, and remember, you know what they want. Already gave you the setup. You guys go to the door. Yeah, I think it's probably enough. And just knock and see if you answer.
Come on.
It's a house. You gotta answer the door. You gotta get up and answer the door.
He was buzzing.
He's buzzing. Come on in.
Come on in.
Oh, can't wait to see the house.
Hi. Have a seat. Have a seat. I hear you, two are, looking to purchase property
Yeah. We want a house on the water.
on the island.
Go ahead and get a little more even with her, Dennis, just for,
We want a house on the water with a view and a pool.
On the water, means water in the house.
No, water, like water with birds and ducks and all that.
More like a lake or
We like
pond.
that.
Something without alligators.
Well, I have to tell you this, but alligators have been living on that property for some time now. And we come from these reef islands.
Not good for
See, we-
for Daisy, our dog.
Well, maybe one dog will survive, but not a couple of them. They've been chewing and eating up those dogs. Populating the island.
The orders and
Sorry.
alligator
There's
foods.
nothing you can do at this point.
Is
Is
there-
your,
Well, don't you have another house you can show us a different one?
we do have that house. It's located a little bit south of this location. It's almost twice as much. I know the problem with the water birds. They didn't make it news that very much.
Water birds become birds. What kind of noise? What kind of noise do they make?
Oh, they're just like singing and perching, and these birds just stand up on those pieces of
let's see some explanation before the time comes out.
it's loudness.
Singing okay.
Oh.
Like,
Well,
Is it an annoying
they're water
sound?
birds.
there's lots of water birds. Cranes, you know, we like the noise that the cranes make.
Oh, yeah, the cranes, yeah, it's
That's what they
from the water birds.
Escalate, escalate, escalate.
Okay,
Here's the cranes and the owls.
Care about this.
birds, it's, you know, whatever. We want a house
On a lake, a lake.
or
do. Yeah, then we can put
Uh,
the boat in the water.
no alligators, no birds. I
No,
want-
birds are okay. I like
They
birds.
poop on everything. I want
I like
a
birds.
house by a lake,
With
safe for my
birds.
dog, and no big birds in the corner. Do you have any?
Yeah, sure there is. That location is a little less expensive.
That's good.
That's cool. It's almost like
And,
There's earthquakes in our bed every night.
All right, guys, listen up. I'm gonna grant you 2 more minutes to escalate this. Focus. You got a good start trying to escalate it there, Dennis, so let's see if we can continue. All right?
So, yeah, earthquakes aren't that much. So, where's this place at? We need to see, we want to see.
Well, can't do that until, get these keys.
Teach me what?
Nice.
why don't you have the keys?
Well, it's in this, and date, and we got yourself out of the house. That's okay.
Break the window, I don't care.
Yeah.
Reach in, unlock the door, let us go in and see it.
It's property damage, I can't do that, I need to wait for a little while.
If it's something we'll like, we'll buy it.
I understand, but I think that property is being bought by the lease. And I'm gonna be living with her. And you know what I mean.
Are you even a realtor? You seem like you don't wanna.
Yeah.
Well, you used to go there, and ever since like 2 months ago.
Fuck my idea, I don't care about it. We're buying the house, right? The first house together, we want to look at this house here.
I understand, but this property doesn't accept any automobiles. You have to ride to this property in and out and come here and come by through a ferry or a miniature boat.
So we'll ride a ferry, I don't care. It's,
30 seconds.
Well,
so,
I'll tell you what, you will purchase the ferry or the little ship and little boat. You show me that information and then you purchase it. I'm just the associate realtor, the principal realtor is your niece.
You want us to buy a ferry before we buy
Well,
the house?
you need to have some way of transporting. How'd you get here anyway, bro? Does it have wheels? Does it not? I don't care. You get your transportation and we will resolve the issue.
your dream home. Apparently your house is.
All right. It sounded better. That was,
We'll swim to it, huh?
that was not bad. Okay. So
Values?
escalating a C does require that you keep in mind the actions that have been taking place. All right, we're here to buy a house. Okay, let's go ahead and show you this here apartment. No, I said we were here to buy a house, a specific house, the one here on the description. You know? All right. Well, yeah, there's a showing there today. We were scheduled to go and see that house at this specific time. The boss, so he's basically, you're here to see the house. There's pleasantries out of the way. He's stalled. All right? You got to keep in mind the actions that are taking place. Stalling, coming up with excuses, trying to distract you, trying to get you to go left when you want to go right. And then you have to remember that every time he takes an action to escalate, you're gonna respond with something that correlates with that. So he's trying to distract you. Okay. Now, who exactly is your boss? Because you never said his name. Yeah, because you never said his name. He got a little fixated on the niece. All right. Now I'm not saying that's wrong, but what I'm saying is you're better to fixate on the actions, right? Did anyone see the beats taking form here? You guys saw action reaction, right? But was it making sense?
At the end, it started, I think, sticking more because his main concern was getting the house.
Yes.
See about money or whatever it was.
Yes. Well, what he was doing was trying to get them off, get them distracted, and he got that to the point. He started to stick it to, okay, what's going on with the house? Are you really a realtor? Is this what you really do? Is this legit? Is this on the up and up? What's going on? So, yes, he started down that path, but then the thing is, remember, improv is a team sport too, so everyone's got to have in their head what's going on. Everyone's got to realize and listen. This is why you can listen to what's happening. Because if you're not listening, these beats are not going to form. You'll see action reaction, but it's going to go in circles because it's not building, because it takes a team to build it, right? Everyone's got to help. Everyone's got to jump in. All right? We're going to keep Christine. Steven, come down. We're going to switch sides. And we'll find out in 10 minutes why we're doing this. But overall, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Let's get June. All right. Now remember what we were working on with you last time. You don't want to crowd the scene with too much dialogue, right? You got to take your time. So you're going to come in and you're going to set this up with a line from the thing here.
So can I just share something? In real life, I had that happen.
Yeah.
While my husband is on the phone arguing with the realtor about whether we can get in to see the house, I went up to the lockbox, tried to get dressed, unlocked the lockbox, took the key and opened the door, and got us into the house.
How'd you have the code? They gave you the code?
No, I'm like, let me try the address. And I'm like, oh.
That's all right.
And when we look at it,
Yeah,
like,
all those-
put the key back in there.
I'm sorry, all those words could have been used, the pleading, the threatening, the begging for help, the rushing. It needed like a point goal, and it missed the goal, missed the fear. Like, you must, like, you have limited time, you gotta go to work. You can threaten them, she can like beg, come on, he's here for like just a minute, so we need to do this. So I expect that the fear should be like right there somewhere.
Yeah, so what she's actually hinting at is, remember that for beats, there's gotta be action, reaction, right? But then from beat 1 to beat 2, things start changing, things start escalating, right? So you wanna try different things. Remember, your characters need a desire so that they can try to pursue that desire. And if you align that in a way that conflicts with another person's desire, then you've got conflict. Then all you've got to do is just pursue what you want and focus on that. It becomes easier. Because it can be a little tricky with 3 people or even with 1 person. But remember, desire, pursue that desire, keep trying different ways of pursuing that desire, and then we'll get a resolution. Something's going to happen. All right, now just another tip for the 3 of you guys. Try not to talk over each other. Make sure all of you are listening. It's like taking turns, okay? Action, reaction with 3 people is still action, reaction. All right, there you go.
I'm very sorry that your credit card was declined. I'll let you know on the payment.
What have you been buying?
Me? What have you been buying?
I haven't used it.
Sorry, I'm just going to reframe you guys real quick. Christine, come around on this side. Sure, you stay on that side. And you can come back from like the office or wherever you were at, running your credit card. There you go. Christine, pull your chair back a little bit. Then
Back?
scoot forward a little bit. Come back a little bit more, Christine.
Back?
Come back. Yep.
Back?
Yeah, scoot to your left. So this is just like, let's assume. No, to your.
Too cheap to the audience.
Keep more this way. So we're gonna assume there's a camera.
You gotta always face the audience.
All right, so let's assume I have a camera here, I'm capturing both sides. So 50-50. You guys left side, you guys right. She's gonna go to the right side. So I can see everything. That's the reason, right? Okay. So you just got one camera first.
I'm sorry I took all times, but your credit card was declined.
Do you have another form of payment? Yeah, I have. Try this card.
It's okay. No problem. I'll just have my.
It has a $10,000 limit.
It does, okay.
Yeah, it better be there. Why did it get declined?
I don't know, but you make so much money. Don't we have plenty of money?
You don't have to spend it.
I'm sorry. This was
What have you been doing?
Give her the American Express.
I don't have that card.
I have.
now, I must go to try this call. If it is the call, we'll definitely get out the cancel the service. We will not be able to go in the result.
Oh my God. What are we supposed to do?
Again, I will try it for you.
It better
You
go.
make so much money. How come we don't have enough money?
Cause you're spending it all.
No,
I
I'm
do,
not.
excuse me, I'm sorry. I truly do apologize. But I'm going to have to ask you guys to leave because we do not have a table here. And this phone call was declined as well.
What have you been buying?
You haven't been paying that.
All right, hang on.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pause you guys. Dennis, we hear the same thing. You're gonna have to change this up. All right.
She's telling us to leave, so we leave.
So now we're gonna start the scene from there, right? We're gonna give you 2 minutes to go from right when you want you to leave That's because it's making her desire very clear, right? Which is gonna give you the correct suggestion for your
He
desire.
wants us to leave.
Exactly, so don't leave. And so now start to build the beats so that you can get what you want, right?
So I do apologize, I'm sorry. I think this is family matters, this is personal, and at this point, I think you guys should be either trying to figure what it is and then come back.
We have to be on this flight, please. I make a lot of money.
Sir, it is obvious that you're not managing it well.
I have money in the bank, but it's not going to the crowd. I don't know why, but I'll tell you what, I'll write you a check for the flight, please.
We don't accept checks, it would have to be cash. So you can find cash and come up, that's different. Besides that, I truly have to ask you to leave. There's
The ATM does not let me draw out the amount of money that I have to pay for these tickets.
Just transfer some money in.
Okay.
You can't.
I know you have a secret bank account.
Sir, this is an airport. We're not here to facilitate your personal problems. So you're either gonna have to leave and go get some money and come back, or you leave altogether, because as I said, I do have people that need already.
Come on,
I
this
don't
is
care
so
about those people. No, no.
This is embarrassing.
We have to be on that flight.
Sir, I'm gonna have
Today.
to call security on you.
Call security. I'll whoop their ass. I don't give a
Okay.
Get me on that flight. I don't care. I will write
Security.
you a check. Yeah, come on over here, security.
Security,
I got something.
I have to call you.
I got something for you, security. Come on, get some. Come on, get some. Sir, I'm getting on the flight. Sir, you get your ass out of here. Sir, I don't care. I don't care about those people. You get out of here. I'm getting on the flight. Yeah, go ahead. I was in the break room. I can take the break. Yeah, that's like water to me. Go. Get out of here. Yeah, sir. Sir. No, I'm getting on the flight, sir. Sir, I'm getting on the. I'm getting on the flight. Sir, relax. I'm going to buy the ticket for you. I'm going to buy the ticket, but you need to put the chair down. You're scaring anyone here. I don't care about those people. We're going to make a negotiation here. Don't worry about it. You will get on that flight. You help me out? You will get on that flight. Don't worry about it. Sit down, relax. Relax. I don't trust you. Relax. I got the space that you got something. Where'd my wife go? Where'd she go? She's in good hands. Don't worry about it. She needs to come on. No. She's scared. I don't care. Sir, we gotta get on that flight. We gotta get on that flight. We gotta get on that flight. I'm getting on that flight today.
Sir,
Sir, we're gonna have to arrest you. Get on the floor. Get on the floor. I'm getting on the flight. I'm getting on the flight. I'm getting on the flight. I got one. I'm getting on the flight. I don't care. Who's getting on the flight? I don't care.
All right, can everybody have a seat? It's time to wrap up. Okay.
I'm getting on that flight. You don't think I like to pull that in the airport?
Yeah, you probably would.
I'm getting on that plane. I'm here. I'm getting on the plane.
Okay, I like that scene. It has a clear story, which did what they wanted. Dennis, that was hilarious. So we had desires, conflict, values at stake. Getting on the flight. Getting on the flight.
A little bit of everything. Begging, praying.
Yeah, we had everything. I like the beats too. So the only thing that you do is really nitpicking for improv is setting one clean resolution. But I don't think that was good. I would have, if this were a movie, I would cut in the middle of the chaos and you just go to the next scene, you're in jail. You know, you get what happened after that. So that was good. I had a thing I wanted to say. I forgot what I was going to say earlier. It was in the middle of what was I saying? Well, he needed to change his beats, and he started changing them, so that was fine. Christine Christine, you did a good job of waiting this time. I didn't see you talking over anyone. The only thing is, whenever you have it's a three-person scene and you're basically on the same side as this other person, so you have a partner. And then the other person who's acting with you is the third partner. But you and this person have a relationship together. Every time you take an action, it's like when he talks, you're going to react to what he says or support what he says as one action, right? So, or it's going to be a conflict, like a marriage that is just on the rocks. So everything they say is an argument. So, in other words, when he decided to question what you've been doing, well, you know, you can just go with it, like, oh, you know, maybe I took too much out of this card, we'll just try another one. Or you just take the opportunity to create even more conflict. What are you saying? I never buy anything. You're the only one who reads. What are you talking about? So opportunities for conflict. Other than that, I kind of need you to be up here more so I can show you, but there's a way to follow. Like if you're just going to follow his beats, there's a way to follow that works, but let's talk about it now. Anyways, the scene overall was pretty good. Who feels comfortable with improv at this point? You guys, okay. You guys, of course. You're good. Everyone. Okay, what gives you guys confidence with improv? Why do you feel confident?
I guess just knowing for, like, having kind of the guidance on what makes a good story. What makes a good scene.
Okay. You're basically applying the same process to everything that you do. You're telling a story, so you got to start with characters, desires, conflict, all that stuff. And you realize when something's missing, you just act, right? So as long as you have a list of objectives, you're going to accomplish the same mission each and every time. So the reason we've been focusing on improv is the next shoot that we're going to do is going to be an improvised shoot. And right now I'm working with my team to kind of figure out whether it's going to be a stage scene like this, at a cafe or something like that, or you guys, we should have did park bench today, but you guys remember playing park bench, right? Just one person sitting on the bench, the other person walks out there annoying as hell, and then the other person has to come up with a very polite reason to just get the hell out. And then they move over, they're the person at the bench, a different character comes up, it's the same thing over and over. So I believe it's going to be next weekend, Saturday or Sunday. If we go with the park bench thing, we'll add a park bench. And we'll make it, we'll call it a day in the life of a park bench. And we'll just film everyone doing one or two characters on the bench, the whole scene. So you're going to improvise that. Huh?
Costume?
Costuming will be whatever you wear.
Okay.
We don't provide costume.
No, what I'm saying is, can we
Yes.
come in costume?
Yes, please do.
Oh,
So
fast
remember,
food worker, it could be anything.
yeah, because you can be anybody on your way to work or just stopping by a park bench just to relax after work, or it might be a bus stop. So lots of people are taking the bus these days. But you're gonna have, if we go with that, it's gonna be an easy setup. Just somebody at a park bench. Pretty much, your desire is just to be there doing whatever you're doing until somebody comes up and annoys you. And so we'll have a pretty funny scene with everyone.
Would that be shot as one take?
I don't like the single cam, so we're probably gonna do 3 at a time if I can get the whole team there. So we'll have somebody shooting a 50-50 down the middle. We'll have someone doing an over shoulder here, over shoulder there, and we'll capture one take. We have you do it 2, 3 at most, and then we're done. Because all they're doing is just getting closer. So you pretty much, if we have to redo it, we'll do the same thing, pretty much. It's really problem. But just come to the same conclusion each time. So you're looking at next week 2, maybe 3 takes of just an improvised scene that will be filmed, and that will be our class. Just one scene improvised. And some of your stuff here was gold. That thing you did was awesome. So, other than that, I don't have anything for you. If you guys have any questions, anyone wrote anything down, questions about anything? Everyone feel like they understand subtext?
Are we all in like a group? Like, is it possible we all are, we can be in like a group after this one, we can like kind of.
Oh, yes, so on Facebook, Tampa Film Network has several groups. So other than the main group, there's Tampa Film Network acting class. So just type in Tampa Film Network and the other groups come up, but just type in acting class after that. So there's a group specifically for the acting class. And in case I weren't here when I announced it, basically Tampa Film Network only works with the acting class. So you are the actors for everything that Tampa Film Network wants to do. One thing to keep in mind, nobody gets to basically keep doing the same thing each time, so each role will be different. You won't be the lead every time. You cannot say, I'm only going to do lead roles. Everyone's going to get an equal ratio of lead, supporting, featured, extra, and then extra. All right? So everyone's going to do everything. And then, in our previous film, whoever played extra, we're looking at them immediately for the lead. So we're going to go like that. I think it was a good class today. I feel like people are getting more consistent with the classical acting skills. I'm going to continue to work these fundamentals with you. The next class that I really want to, the next few classes that I really want to go with are the comedy, because we haven't done that yet. I'm not 100% confident with the makeup yet, but I think everyone needs at least one basic makeup class. If you want to have a black eye in a scene, just because you may be playing somebody dealing with domestic abuse, you want to be able to at least be able to do that. Or if you're playing a character who's tired, you want to be able to deepen shadows in your face and make yourself look tired. So it's very basic stuff like that. That's what will be covered in that. Other than that, there's been a lot of requests for the headshot class too. So we'll probably have a class where everyone comes in and we'll go over the basics of doing headshot. You can headshot out of it. Oh no, how to take headshots and be in the picture. Not do your own, have your headshots taken. So that's something that I've got some experience with taking headshots, so I can teach you guys how to do that. But that will be an actual class, and the whole class will be that. You'll have a headshot by the end of the class.
You choose full body too?
Generally for headshots, folks on the head. You want to use it for modeling stuff too? We'll see. Let's see. Okay. So, if you guys haven't already done so, you want to be notified of, upcoming things like classes, events, anything involving Tampa Film Network. You can be notified by email. You just go to tampafilmnetwork.org. This is the official website. There you go. The last article was about us starting class back up and us filming the short film. So there's the articles there. Oh, is that me? It's on the website. So tampafilmnetwork.org. All right. Now, specifically for the actors, you see the classes tab here. When you click that, it'll show acting class. You're going to click that. If you're not a member of the class, or if you're not registered, you can click join, and then you can click the specific actor sign up. And it'll just ask you for some basic info. If you ended up on the wrong page, there's a link to go to the crew if you're crew or whatever. But a lot of people have used this to join the Tampa Film Network roster. But what you see is, if you already have headshots, you can submit them. You can do more than one. Name, age range, email address, link to your Facebook page, location, where you live, and just some basic things about you are going to be in there. On the class page, you click acting class. The basic information about the class is at the top for people who have not been in the class before. It just outlines what the class is about, tells you the basic rules, overview of the curriculum. So that's all the stuff that I teach, the classical acting, story analysis, performance design, improvisation, table reading. You also have The method classes, it's very thin because Tim teaches that. I'm not sure what his when he's going to update his thing. And then we have the stunts. So then the other classes that are coming that are not available yet are comedy, business strategy, headshots, audition techniques, and hair and makeup. You go further down, you'll huh? Oh, we're getting to that. So you go further down, you'll see what's the next class coming up. You'll have the same description that you'll have seen on the Facebook ad if that's how you got here. The class notes are usually there ahead of time, so those are the actual notes from class today. If you want to get the slides, press the button. It will open a new tab in Google Slides, which is web-based, but you can get the app. You can get the you can get on your phone, online, on web, and you can access it anywhere. And you basically just add it to your Google Slides. If you have a Gmail, then you have Google Slides. If you have a Gmail, then you have Google Docs. You have all their stuff for free. So then you have the notes. And then if I update the notes at any point, you immediately have that. So you're actually working with the most current notes too. And then if you miss a class, there's a previous class there, and the notes that go along with that. Some class tools include general notes or safety note. Oh, well, some of these are the other class notes, but oh yeah, when I said the thing about performance design template, here's the sheet. Press that button. It opens a Google Doc, and it's got the template for you to do the work of designing your character. And it's empty. You can just go ahead and start filling your basic stuff in. And then you can go into detail about, you know, the physicality of your character, how they stand, sit, walk, run, speech, the volume that they speak at, the accent that they speak in, all these things that you can go into detail about with designing your performance. It's kind of outlined for you. And then levels of conflict, all that stuff. And like I said, the more important your character is to the story, the more detail you're going to be putting in there. But that is there for you as well. And then if you need scenes, where is it? Here it is. This here will lead you to Beverly Hills Playhouse Scene Database, which has a whole bunch of scenes. And you want to do those in class so you can get the feedback and just have, you know, practice doing it. But this is why we also do improv. It's faster, right? With a scene, you got to memorize it. You got to learn it. You got to do all that stuff. But improv, you're doing the same thing. You're establishing characters, conflict, pursuing desire. It's the same as scripted acting. It's just there's no script. So this was just a faster way for us to get some scene work done in class. And I think the results are speaking for themselves. 5 weeks ago looks completely different from what you guys are doing tonight. Tonight, you can take out certain moments and it looks as good as what I saw in the movie theater. So I think you guys are doing pretty good and you're getting more consistent, which means you are learning the techniques and you are automatically just applying it to what you do. So excellent work there. But if you want scenes, there's 2 men scenes, 2 men, 1 woman. They break it down. There's ensembles. Just go through there, find something you like. And you can workshop it, bring it in class. If you do scenes in other acting classes, which I have no problem with, go and take all the classes you can. I think you should either be in class or on set at any time. You can bring a scene that you do in somebody else's class and do the exact same thing here, and I'll just give you my take on it. All right, so last thing is just on Facebook. Part of the reason why when you sign up we ask you a link to your Facebook is there's just so many things that we do on Facebook. Don't want you to miss anything. But after you sign up, we have your email address. So we'll send you the next notification about class or the next shoot, along with the details that you need to do it. But on Facebook, you just type in Tampa Film Network and you'll see the group. Of course, Donald Trump's on there. Well, it's lagging. What time is it? 5:34. Okay, we finished on time just about. Just give me 1 second. I just want to show you this here.